Hello boys, Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to the Pokémon Shield blind playthrough. We're going to be playing for the entire game, like I said, with just Sobble, or in this case, Inteleon. He's fully evolved now. And yes, I am allowed to evolve my starter, but nothing else. More rules will obviously be listed in the description, but obviously I can only battle using Inteleon, so anyways, let's get going. This one's gonna be a little bit more interesting. We have to... Like guy says, that bro said, do your best. Tells you. So this is the ghost type gym now, which I think is going to be interesting. Okay. Allow me to explain the gym mission for Still On Side's gym. To complete the mission, you need to ride in one of these cups and make your way to the goal, trying to avoid obstacles. Let me tell you a little bit more how to operate this fun attraction. Rotate your control stick to the right and the cup will start to spin to the right. Rotate to the left to make the cup spin left. If you hit a wall, take the stick as quick as you can to get yourself out of that sticky situation. Now have a good time watching the world spin as you try to reach the goal. Then on you spin, and good luck. So rotating it clockwise actually makes it go left, and rotating it counterclockwise makes you go to the right. Now, we do have a small advantage in here. A lot of our Pokemon that we have to deal with are only ghost and fire types. This means that we do actually have an advantage against them. Somewhat. Depends. This one's actually ghost and grass. I always assume it's something else, but it's not. We're probably gonna actually use most of our bug-type moves as the first attempt at attacking them first, because bug often works really well against ghost types and grass types. The Horn Leech, okay. I'm gonna risk it, I don't care. Okay, he doesn't have quick attack, so he's dead. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. 2 ghost and grasses right away. Yeah, of course the same guy has several Pokemon to deal with. So already we're forced into using one of our 2 hypers. Okay, now this one just wants to annoy me. It's already annoying enough. It actually smacks itself this time. They actually changed it a little bit. This whole fight is kind of terrible for this particular Pokemon. Just so unfortunate. Yeah. When I mentioned the Ghost Fire type, I think I forgot to mention that it was literally just like one specific type, I think. That was it. That's what I was hoping for, actually. A random snap. Because that can happen. Oh, these don't actually hurt you, they just bump you up. So they're required. That last battle was a little bit ominous. Let's save before the next one. If the first Pokemon we end up having to face is a Ghost and Grass type, it's gonna be so annoying to take them out. Oh, this is the Ghost version, of course, because why not have a separate Ghost version of this? They all have to be Ghost types. Okay. Oh, it's a rock. Well, wait a minute. Corsola is always rock. I keep thinking it's water. Corsola is the rock type. Okay, we need to go to the left first. Look at that. We didn't even bump once. And it just shoots you into the last part. Okay, then. Now, I did get a little bit worried that we would catch up to the opponent's Pokemon, and we kinda did. Yeah. Last time I remember doing this, I remember that, it was either Psychic or Ghost or Dark. But one of them was weak to, I believe, Bug type. Like, I believe they were weak to Bug type. But, I'm gonna have to go on a limb and assume that's not true. I think the best way of doing this is to just use Snipe Shot to take care of everything and hope for the best. The best, as they say. There we go. Finally some Pokemon I actually know a thing or two about. The one before was Ghosted Poison. This one's Ghosted Flying. It'll die to Snipe Shot pretty easily. And it also has an annoying attack thing often, where if you hit it with a non-special move to finish it off, Drift Brim will actually deal damage to me via a special ability, Aftermath. So we need to be careful of that. Make sure we use this special move to finish it off. And yes, I do understand the taste map, but... Okay. I like how they actually give you plenty of time to set up for the actual battle itself before you actually go into it, which I think is pretty cool. Alright. I'm kind of worried here. We only have one heal that we can reliably use on the thing, and if we go up against a grass type, it's probably going to be very destructive. We could easily lose. So depending on what happens, we may have to switch to our focus sass. But we also need to be worried about not dealing enough damage as well. So there's quite a few things to worry about here. So let's see here. We are able to learn Focus Energy. We are able to learn Whirlpool, of course. But it looks like it cannot learn anything else, including Charm. Okay, this one may take some testing. I'm gonna attempt to first take out his entire team with just water type, since that's the one that's probably gonna work the best. But if I run into a problem, I'm gonna have to change it out. I'm hoping he has a Candeler, because that'll be really easy to take out. If he does not have it and he actually has a Trevenant, which betcha he's probably going to have, it's gonna be very painful. Yeah, like once you get later into the gym battles, it all becomes a little bit better. So now we get to face the kid that wears the mask, Allister. Here I go. That's not a lot of words. It's classic for them to not talk. Okay, we don't think that's grass type, so we should be fine to do our setup strategy. Time to use special attacks. Probably gonna have to use free knowing the resist. Okay, thankfully it doesn't do much to me. Alright. It's an idiot. It's trying to go for disable and it didn't work because there was nothing to disable at all. Okay. Yo, he didn't even attack once. I expected to have to heal, but no, I guess not. And his first Pokemon, of course, is super effective to Snipe Shot, so let's go for that. Here we go. And now the sweep begins. Isn't this like a electric type almost? Oh, wait. This little fricker is a double attacker. I'm not sure if you know, but Mimikyu can actually be damaged right off the bat. See how it took nothing? It has a little disguise that... it's basically its own kind of, yeah, well, as you can see, when Mimikyu's is first sent out, Mimikyu will actually substitute for himself, meaning I will always take damage no matter what. Meaning I should wait until after he uses the attack to then defeat him. Curselaw? Ooh, this is a new one. This is that walk type though. I figured this out from before. We're still trying to figure stuff out. Yeah, okay, it goes down to that. Obvious. We gotta level off of this. My very last Pokemon. How lonely, how frightening. Okay. Obviously, it's not going to be the Trevenant. Figures. They give us the classic Gengar instead. Gengar is a pretty classic Pokemon to have Dynamax. I'm not really surprised. But it has very low HP, so it's gonna die to almost anything, though it could kill me. It is a dangerous Pokemon. Gengar is considered one of the best ghost Pokemon in the entire game. But we'll see. Hopefully the best can handle himself. Gengar, Dynamax, swallow everything in darkness. Did you see that? He showed his eyes a little bit. I like him. That's a little finesse. Oh, look at this guy. He doesn't even do his normal animation. He just comes up from the ground. Okay, now it just looks a little bit creepier. And Max Geyser takes it out. Okay, good. Had to use 3 of those just to make sure it killed. Because I was close. Okay. And we are done. And it's raining again. That's what I like. Whenever you take them out with Max Geyser, it rains at the end. I nearly lost my mask from the shock. That was wow. I can see your skill for what it is. Okay. That was ace. Here, a ghost badge. Okay. Good luck with, everything. Challenger Kuliyoshi, you defeated our gym leader, Allister. Take this TM as a reward for your victory. And we got Hex, okay. This does massive damage to a target affected by status conditions, okay. And a complimentary ghost uniform, okay. This ghost badge suits you. You're right on track, Kuliyoshi. Okay, now I can purchase more items. Let's see if we actually get the Hyper Potion. Perfect! Do not want to deal with this problem anymore of not having enough heals, so... Whenever you get access to the Hyper Potions, they're usually pretty good. I believe originally they healed like 200 or something. It was ridiculous, but... Of course, they've been slightly nerfed till they heal 120 now in some of the later games. And it's the professor's assistant again. Sodia. Looks like my Yamper really likes you, huh? Anyways, we've run into each other at a good time. You know the mural here in Stowside? It's said to tell the story of the hero of Galar region as well. Though, what's there today is actually a replica of the ancient art that used to be here. You tend to have surprisingly sharp insights, so I was wondering what you might think when you see the ruins. And kaboom! What in the world was that? Sounds like it came from the direction of the ruins too. Let's have a look. Come along, Yamper. Okay, no force warp. Thank goodness for that. It's really important because I wanted to go back and make sure I heal first at the leader area. Now, I'm not really worried about getting lost in this game. Compared to Gen 1, these games are really easy. The game basically tells you exactly where to go via text dialogue, and since I read all of it, it should be easy to figure that out. The game does seem a little bit easy from times, but which is why playing it with just one Pokemon actually makes it kind of challenging. Like, if you were doing this a little bit differently, you'd probably get a full team straight off the bat for the first gym, because then the earlier you get it, the more your team levels up, and then with the AoE experience share going on, just pretty crazy. Okay. Okay. Oh, look at this. Bead. Destroy it. Destroy it all. We going to find these wishing stars. We gotta bring the chairman more wishing stars if we want to please him. Koopacha. If you're truly the chairman's Pokemon, then you should feel grateful for this chance to help him find wishing stars. Oh my, you again. So you think you could start collecting wishing stars now and get in the chairman's favor? That's the way of things is? I see. So you do have some cunning in you, but I won't have it. I won't allow anyone to stand in my way. And we are fighting Beat again. He has a fourth Pokemon now. And Solocious finally evolved as well. He's stepping up his game a little bit. Now, about that bug type weakness. Ghost types aren't actually weak to bug at all. In fact, I think they're actually resistant to it. I've already seen more than enough to judge you and your team's abilities. Kind of interesting how Gothorita doesn't have voice acting is slightly different. Like her cry sounds a little different when it comes out. Kind of interesting. I have to win this for the chairman. Do you really think I'd let you keep up that? I'm not gonna lie, this version of Ponyta actually looks really cool. Better than probably the Alolan version, which also looks cool. Just this one, I don't know why. The main just looks more cute to me. Makes it look more cute. But Bead weak as always. This has to be some kind of mistake. I demand a do-over. Yeah, he immediately wants to fight me again. But why? How could this be? How could someone like you get in my way? I was the one chosen by the chairman. I was the one who was to defeat the champion. I'm one of the elite, someone who can shoulder the future of the Galar region. Challenger bead. Oh, Lana's here. Look, oh, there's the chairman, by the way. I wondered what you were up to when you were asked to borrow Chairman Rose's Cockroacha. I can't believe you try using a chairman's Pokemon to destroy a historical site. Who cares for some ancient ruin when the next years are at stake? Did you stand in the path of a Pokemon Simple Bean or something? How'd you expect to support the chair with that sort of thinking? Young Bead. Pains me to say this, but I am truly disappointed. It's true that I'm the one who found you back when you were all alone. I saw talent in you. You reminded me a little bit of myself back when I was young. That's why I sent you to a trainer school, to give you a chance at success. But trying to destroy the mural part of Galar's history, you show no love towards Galar. You're clearly not a worthy challenger for the gym challenge. We'll decide what to do with you later. For now, you will return to Hammerlock. Ooh. He's getting set to Hammerlock. You must be joking, right? You're disqualifying me from the gym challenge? But you're the one who endorsed me. There are 100 different ways we could sort this out. Why are you choosing the worst possible option? Challenger Bead, I'll be taking those wishing stars that you have gathered. Oof, okay. Ah, Sonia and Kiyoshi too. Terrible shame, all of this. An absolute disaster. I never wished to see us lose challengers for this sort of reason. Yet we do what we must to keep things fair and sportsmanship-like. You know, during one of Bede's matches, I heard the announcer say that Bede has no family. Apparently it was Rose who took Bede under his wings, and so Bede was battling for the chairman's sake. What an awful turn of events. I hope the mural survived all of that. Okay, so now we have a statue, and there's a soul history that gets recalled. Okay, so no matter what we do, the thing breaks anyways. Not a brilliant turn of events, but the ruins were brought into the light for us to see. What does this tell us about Galar's legends? Right, more than any hero, there are those things that appear to be Pokemon that stand out. Not just that, but those Pokemon appear to be holding a sword and shield as if they were using them. Anything else look interesting to you? Here was actually 2 people. Oh, good observation. There really were 2 heroes, but if that's the case, then why only the one statue at the Badu drop in? More than any statue of a hero or old tapestry, these ruins made in truly ancient times must show us the real truth, which means... Yep, I was thinking the same thing. Spookan. Seems like at some point in history, the sword and the shield were combined with the 2 actual Pokemon and treated as the same thing, but then what? They just faded from history? 2 young heroes, the Sword and Shield, were actually Pokemon. But why would the truth of these ruins be hidden when their stories were depicted in artwork? With your help, I really feel like we made a big discovery here. Thanks, I'll give you a couple of these so you keep giving it your best in a gym challenge too, okay? Guess you'll be headed to Bologna next, right? More revives. Let's see what they have to say. Feel like it was more artistic before he got destroyed. I know, right? Oh, this guide says something. To see now, to reach Bologna, you have to head for that mushroom forest, which is on the right. Okay, then. Pretty linear path, you know. Well, I didn't see this before. Apparently, I must have never came up with here. There's even a hidden guy up there. You happen to catch a lot of Baratus. How about trading one for my Impdimp? Ooh. We've been fighting traders all over the spot. We really should make a... really should make a note of where they are. Maybe when I finish the game, I will go back and do those. Well, I did say I was gonna do endgame stuff, so when I go back and do endgame stuff, part of what I'll do is I'll go back and get all the traded Pokemon done, so we can hit our Pokemon decks there. And we're definitely gonna try and see how filled we could get our Pokedex just from the regular stuff, and maybe even try and attempt some of the legendaries too, though with the exclusion of maybe doing some endgame content, the challenge I designed wasn't really designed to be beaten like literally every single thing like that, because if there was like a special version of it or whatever that we have to do. Okay. Cool. I like how just selling random stuff will let you get a bunch of money for essentially free. Okay, so now let's go and sell some of the stuff that we have. Okay. Looks like I can't find the trainer I'm looking for anywhere. I was trying to check for the fossil user, you know, that you can use to go and, I was trying to figure out how to restore the fossils. I know where that is, but I don't know whether I should do it or not, so I'll see. I honestly want to continue more towards this, but I guess before anybody gets angry at me, I'll try and see what those do, I guess. Maybe if I go directly towards this, it'll be better. Oh wow, it actually takes me directly to that spot. Interesting. You can't actually restore it, apparently, unless you have two of them. That's weird. You have two parts, but for some reason you can't restore them right away. That's super weird. And this is the person that'll do it, too. This is the exact person that'll do it. I just, for some reason, do not have access to doing it yet. The flag is basically where I have to go, I assume, so... Well, I guess since that won't work, we'll do this again. I do know how to restore fossils now, thankfully. It's one thing I do remember how to do properly. So now Team Yo should be, gone. Yeah, they're gone. We have cooks in here. So one thing that makes this game a little bit simpler than others is the fact that when you attack an enemy, it'll tell you whether or not it's super effective or just normal or not very effective. The first time you find the Pokemon, however, it doesn't tell you the exact info yet. You have to either get the Pokemon yourself or wait. And wow, we already ran into a grass type. Classic. Yeah. I did say I could do other stuff, but since this big boy is really tough, I can't actually take them out, I believe. It depends, though. I'll still continue. This one might actually be an idiot, but oh, no. It's one of those annoying glass types. Since there's no way I'm going to win this fight, I'm just going to do this. Wow, okay, see. And see, after all of that, now he's an idiot and doesn't even use Giga Drain, but 106 versus 3, I can definitely not heal that. So that means we actually have to take our first fail of the run, which is going to cost us some money. 1920, and of course a little bit of time waste as well. There's no way we could defeat that on our own, obviously. Not without using a special. So, yeah. So that's the one problem. For some reason, the game is not giving us special moves to work with. If I even got, like, a flying type move, I could probably deal with that, but, yeah. We'll see if this is a trainer we can skip, but either way, we're not gonna fight that trainer anymore, that's for sure. Which will potentially cost us an item. I think I could skip him, actually, but we'll see. Oh. I don't think we can actually skip him. Look, I just tried to go up. Yeah. So this is mostly easy to do. It's just that one specific grass-type Pokemon that comes, that becomes super tanky for some reason. That specific Pokemon is what actually messes the fight up. It just makes the whole thing a lot tougher. We're gonna have to make some save points after, since we were able to skip that trainer, because obviously you don't want to deal with that one bit. Interesting, we don't even have a way to activate that, and we can't even ignore that. Wow, where are we supposed to go? I think you're just forced to walk through a bunch of the grass. That's how crazy it is. Yeah. Ooh, these are actually kind of close to me. I may want to fight some of them, actually. Okay, this one's a little bit easier. I guess it is a forest, so what else could I expect? There probably would have been grass types in here, but come on, man. No matter which Pokemon you do, even if it's like super tank, even if your Pokemon that you use is super tanky, there's still a good chance that pretty much no matter how tanky your Pokemon is, if you run into your bad type, you're just straight up dead. And it's actually kind of surprising to see that Giga Drain happened to do so much damage. It's a really big move too, and I also didn't expect it to be up this early. I assume, well, I guess it was to be expected. It is the level 35 region now. Yeah. Oh well. I've seen this Pokemon in the world a couple of times. Now we get to fight against it this time. Yeah. Since I was able to skip that one trainer, I'm basically gonna save everywhere so I never have to battle that one trainer again. At some point, if I get like a really good move that can take it out, like say it's actually a grass and poison, I figure it out and then I get like a move that can super affected, I'll just use that to take it out and it should be easy, or I'll go and gain a couple levels and then come back to it later. So yeah. Okay. So we're saving after every trainer battle from here on out, because if we for some reason don't do that, it'll change. We won't be able to deal with that then, potentially. See, look at this. They're actually level 38. I didn't know they were already level 38. Oof. If that's the case, we're gonna have to deal big damage to them. So weird that the original ones were pretty crazy. Again, I will try my best not to grind in the area because... Oh, what the frick? Dude, what the heck was that? I already have U-turn, by the way. Why you gotta mess with me and give me another U-turn? I don't need that. This character already has U-turn. Oh, and by the way, U-turn is supposed to super affect grass types, but it barely did any damage anyways. And the main reason I didn't fight that guy is I'm not about to waste a special attack on just a weakling trainer just to defeat it, just because he happens to have a grass type with him. I'd much rather just save and avoid it instead. If anything, I'm kind of wondering why it wasn't a fairy type instead. Because, yeah, isn't this the fairy type gym next? We'll see. Keep in mind, we could still take on fairy types no problem. It's the grass type that was super annoying. But yeah. I'll probably just treat this like all the other gym leaders and do the same strategy as before. By the way, this didn't take too long to reach Balania. It didn't take too long at all. We're gonna... Listen for a second. Scorbunny and Sizzlepede are different species, still both Pokemon. Scorbunny and I are different species, just like Sizzlepede and I are different too. If you think about it that way, there's no problem with calling me a Pokemon. I don't mind. What? You don't have to worry about me, even though it's pretty lofty logic. I wanted to become a Pokemon once. Hey, I got it. Change of fashion style could change the way I feel too. Basically, if I could make myself feel the way a Pokemon does, it'd be like I became a Pokemon, don't you think? Would you please put on some clothes of fiery spirit that embodies my burning feelings? Ooh. I think that is actually a challenge. Hang on, I know how to do that finally. Thank goodness. But, of course, it's kind of annoying to do because I have to first find a special shop first, and then I have to actually change clothing. So, here's what I'll do. This guy's gonna have an item for me, so we're gonna, seeing as how we can now fly to that spot, which I think is good, since we got in a Pokemon Center. We'll just fly to here, and find the nearest clothing store. Well, actually, there's nothing here. Screw it. I'm just gonna fight to the big boy, Hammerlock. Hammerlock should do the trick. No problem. So we'll go all the way back here. And I guess just search around for it. Oh, there it is. That's not too bad, actually. The way you have to change clothes is kind of difficult. You have to go all the way into a clothing slot and then select a specific section to be able to change. He wants the fire-type outfit, so we have to do that. And so, we're gonna find the fire uniform, change into all that, and we're gonna go with this look. And there we go, we changed. Obviously, I don't want to stay like that forever, so we're gonna waste some more time going to that. I don't mind, we've made it to the next gym. We could probably go ahead and take on that in the next episode. We're going for these gyms super fast, by the way. And so, apparently Hammerlock is the foul gym. Now, let's see. I appreciate you encouraging me, but I can't feel like a Pokemon today. Please, show me some clothes if I fight to say. Oh, right, I have to get off first. It's really interesting. Apparently that I did all that and it doesn't work even. I must have missed one of the parts. I'll at least give it a check, before I before I go to do something else, I guess. Apparently they don't sell the fire-type ones right away, so you have to buy those individually, actually. Ooh, I didn't know that, actually. The uniform's just there for something else. I didn't know that. Well, of course, buy the red ribbon socks, I guess. I know you could actually do that. So let's first put on the fire uniform, which automatically puts on Sport Glove Fire. But it looks like everything else I have to get of the specific type, I have to get it all myself, so I need to make sure the whole thing is fire type first. That's what I found out. Obviously, Assert's probably going to take everything off, so we can't do that. Parka changes out as well, so we have to stay with this, and that's it. Yes. And the update, the leak card, is just basically change it so the design looks a little bit better. Man. This is actually taking quite a while. This is just for this one guy, so I can show him the thing that I want to show him. Oh man, this guy doesn't care. Well, I guess someone in well, since I basically did everything I could try, I'll change back into my water-type Colvin since I like that and ignore him. If anybody wants to know how you can actually get an item for that guy, please let me know. Please let me know in the comments in this specific video. Tell me what clothes exactly do I have to wear and if I'm wearing something bad, because okay, water, so it's all at the back basically. Come to think of it, having the ribbons on not in blue is also kind of weird. I guess I'll put that on then. Alright, there we go. That now we look a little bit cuter. Let's go ahead and warp back to where we're supposed to be. That's kind of frustrating, come to think of it. Do not like that one bit. To be fair though, I did expect the second one, like taking the first death. That just happens when you face grass types as a water type, naturally. But I also didn't... Ooh, this is the old letter quest. Now who could be sending me letters? Oh why, this says it's from Paula. That does take me back ages. Paula was the name of a girl I spent all my time playing with when I was a young lad. She fell ill, didn't tell me though. We ended up having a great row about it. Then I moved away not long after that fight. I never met her again the day I left. How was she? Did she look well, dear old Paula? That's a comfort to hear. I reckon I ought to give you something for this gift you brought. For you've brought me back a piece of my youth. And Choice Scarf. Ooh, that's a really good damaging one. This is actually going to replace my water type move thing. This part, oh, okay, well, I guess not. A choice band would, though. An item to be held by a Pokemon. This curious scarf boosts speed, but only allows the use of one move. Okay. Well, time to save now. This is kind of an interesting town. So this is like the grass and fairy type area. Well, this is mainly a fairy type area. Ooh, they gave me revenge. This one might actually be useful. Hopefully that one's a little bit better. Oh! A fight! A hidden trainer, eh? Oh, it tells us. Okay. We'll use U-turn then. This is definitely a lot stronger than a normal Pokemon. Okay, now it's stronger against special moves, so we have to keep doing this now. All that, and it's barely did any damage to me anyway. That's what I expect from these weakling Pokemon. I expect you to be able to breach Doppler solidity. Okay. No, my Doppler hasn't evolved yet. It was hard to take down, wasn't it? The secret is this Eviolite. Eviolite's also really important. When helped by a Pokemon that can still evolve, it raises both defense and special defense. So this is like an ideal item for solo challenges. If you let a Pokemon that can still evolve hold this Eviolite, that Pokemon's defense and special defense will go up. So it's actually not a bad item for Pikachu to have, because if you do a specific setup, or if you do a Pikachu only challenge, Pikachu will never evolve anyway, so you'll get a bunch of defense added on top of everything else, which just helps you out so much. Yeah. Pretty nifty hidden secret. It's something you would not see normally if you didn't talk to everyone. That's something you only get by talking to literally everyone. To be fair, she did look like a trainer, so I guess there's that. And we found Rest. It's not a really good move at all, really. Mostly situational. Balm Mushroom. That's an infamous item for Pokemon Black, where when you got it, it's like, oh, it could be sold for money. You can't actually sell it for money at all. You used to have to go to a specific character to sell that one move. That's super annoying. Ugh, this Pokemon is just useless, man. It can't learn anything. I assume if I picked the fire type instead, I would have been able to learn more moves, but honestly, I don't really care. Oh, Challenger Kuliyoshi. You got 4 gym badges already? Well, I'm gonna watch out for you, huh? Look, even Morpeko is wary of you. Wait, Morpeko, don't tell me you actually like Kuliyoshi. Ugh, we've already had a serious battle with her. She's a opposing gym challenger. Guess there's nothing to it. Looks... just take one of my league cards, okay? Now we got Marnie's league card. What's with that look, huh? This just means I'll think of you as my rival from now on. There aren't too many gym challengers left, you know, so we're meeting in the finals. You got that? Okay, then. Interesting. Another trader. There's quite a bit of traders around. I need to remember where all of these are. Free item from this guy. Alright guys, that's basically it now for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, boys. Bye!